Hello and welcome back to another one of Paul's beer reviews. Hope you're doing well. Today I have got a red IPA to review for you. Not a style of beer I've done a lot on the channel, if at all. To be honest, I can't even remember if I've done a red IPA on the channel. And it's a beer from the brewery that were probably my favourite brewery of 2022. It's Baron, and this is a new one from them. This is their Nutcase red IPA, coming in at 6.6% ABV. Love the artwork, simple artwork, kind of sort of beak and Daya sort of style about it. Yeah, with a rather funky looking squirrel on the front of it, which I do like. Baron, one-man band, Buntingford, Hertfordshire. Jack, awesome brewer. And he always puts loads of information about the beer on the back of it, which I really, really like. Nutcase, 6.6% red IPA. The lesser spotted red IPA. Malt complexity, highly hopped, sticky sweetness. What's not to like? Featuring HBC 630 and Idaho 7 added post-fermentation. And they have this section on every can that says nerdy bits. So for all you brewers, this might make sense to you. So the nerdy bits. Malts include Cara Red, Crystal 150 and a little special W for good measure. Loads of body left in the can. HBC 630 working well with the malts, giving off its cherry jam aroma. Clarity is always a battle with these hoppy darker beers, as we don't use filters. Embrace the natural haze. Ingredients: water, malted barley, hops and yeast. So yes, 500ml can as well. Standard with Baron. Value for money. Excellent. So let's get this 6.6% red IPA out of this can, into a glass, and see what it's all about. Ooh, quite an aroma jumping out from the can there, and it is certainly a light red in colour. Oh, look at the conditioning. Wow. Get a bit more in there. I don't think I'm going to fit it all in that glass. There we go. Look at the colour. Look at the colour of it. Awesome. Almost matches up with the orange on the front of it. Lovely colour. Lovely, lovely colour to this beer. Wow. That looks lovely. That is hanging on to a full-on 1.5 finger. White, slightly foamy looking head. Quite compact, quite tight. That's going nowhere. That looks incredible. Let's get me snout in so we can get a proper aroma. There's a grapefruity, slightly caramelly, toffee aroma going on to it. Not a lot else. Let's get stuck in. Cheers. Oh. Oh, that is really, really different. Oh, that's delicious. That is lovely. There is a touch of grapefruit, but then there's like a dark fruit, touch of sweetness. There's a subtle sort of marmalade thing going on. You mentioned jam on the can. I totally get where he's coming from with that. There is like a jammy, fruity It's caramelly, toffee, orangey, fruit jam, touch of dark fruit, bit of sweetness. And there's this grapefruit, initially citrusy grapefruit that greets you. And there's a little bit of bitterness at the back end as well, that again has a grapefruit, slightly citrusy vibe about it. Wow, this is really, really different. It's exactly what I was hoping for, to be honest. It's a style of beer, like I say, I'm not very familiar with the red IPAs. I don't drink too many of them. And for me, this is what January's all about. I like to call it Trianuary rather than Dry January. It's the time where you try and discover new hops, new styles of beer, discover new things about yourself as a drinker. Excuse me. Bit of gas on her. There is a touch of slightly herbal aroma to it as well. Freshly hopped. What's the date of this one? Does it say when it was canned? It does not. I don't have a canned on date, but the best before is the 3rd of September. I say Baron only do small batch stuff, so do have to be quick with their beers. But there is a slightly herbal, very slight sort of oniony, vegetal aroma from the hops, but nothing too major. If you like your Dayers and your Verdant beers, you'll know what that's all about. But straight away there is a jammy kind of marmalade-y sort of sweetness that greets you, like a touch of toffee. Lovely body to this beer. Full-bodied, really quite soft on your palate. That sweetness is lovely. It is like marmalade, a cross between sort of jam and marmalade. And a nice sort of, is it oats in this? Did you say there was oats in it? Malted barley, hops and yeast. Cara Red Crystal 150. A little special W. I don't know if that means wheat. I'm not too sure. There's a softness to the body which would suggest that either wheat or oats has gone into it. But it doesn't actually specify that. Oh, but it's soft. It's fruity. It's really drinkable. I say there's that lovely, slightly piney, bitter finish to it. But it's subtle. All that sweetness, that fruit, that jam, marmalade. A touch of citrus. It really takes over the palate. I love the malt bill. I love the mouthfeel to it, the body on the beer. It's a lovely, it's another cracking beer from Baron. That is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Like I say, that's not a style of beer I'm familiar with. Red IPAs, I haven't had many of them. And the ones I have had have been thinner than this. They've been lighter, they've been more carbonated. This I prefer. I prefer this, the softness, the full-bodied nature of it. It really coats your palate. Yet despite that, it doesn't take anything away from the flavour. There is just like a marmalade-y, jammy sweetness, dark fruit, touch of grapefruit. That is really nice. Really, really nice. Love that. I really like that. Really, really good beer. Once again, the colour of that. That's cracking. Love that. Baron. Another terrific beer from them. Nutcase. I've had some fantastic beers already this year. I had a feeling it's going to be a good year, hopefully. That's a lovely, lovely beer. It's not something I would normally go for. But now I've had that, I would have no qualms whatsoever picking a red IPA up. That's lovely. 6.6% Nutcase from Baron. You do have to be quick with Baron because it's all small batch stuff, but I really do recommend it. That's a lovely beer. I'll give that a solid 9 out of 10 from me. So 9 out of 10, Nutcase from Baron. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you have. Until my next one, you take care.